Well, I was wrong. We do have some news today. No change in rates, but a significant cut in the Fed's view of growth over the next 2 years. A majority of the committee moving lower on the dot plot, even though there's still 2 cuts forecast for next year. There's a pause in QT and a dissent on that. The benchmark rate stays the same, 4.25% to 4.5%, but the policymakers cut their median GDP forecast for this year to 1.7% from 2.1%, and next year to 1.8% from 2%. Headline PCE inflation rises to 2.7% this year from 2.5%, and core to 2.8% from 2.5%. The unemployment median for this year is now 4.4%, up 1/10. In their statement, officials removed language that risks to the employment and inflation mandates are roughly in balance, now saying the committee is attentive to the risks on both sides of its dual mandate. They emphasize that by saying uncertainty around the economic outlook has increased. That's reflected in the dot plot. 8 members now see 1 cut or 2 cuts or fewer. The median stays at 2 cuts with 2 more for 2026. The Fed, beginning in April, will slow its balance sheet runoff to $5 billion a month from $25 billion for treasuries. It will retain the $35 billion cap on mortgage redemptions. They don't attribute the change to anything, not to the debt ceiling, but we would expect Chair Powell to talk about that in his news conference. But the change in the runoff drew a dissent from Governor Chris Waller, who approved of the no change in policy rates, but dissented on the idea of slowing the balance sheet runoff.